What's up, guys?
Hello. Give you guys a few minutes to hop on. Hey, Natalie.
When Pigs Fly Homestead. I love the name.
Hey, y'all. Glad you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Got my mug of hot cocoa and ready to watch. That's awesome, Stephanie. We're actually rocking water. I wish I had some hot cocoa. Hey, Miss Debbie. We'll give you guys a few minutes to hop on here. Hey, Jeff. What's up? We had a great Thanksgiving.
Hey, buddy.
How was y'all's Thanksgiving? I know things were a bit different this year. We had a much smaller Thanksgiving than usual. My brother is not married, doesn't have any children. He came, and my sister and her husband and their 2 kids, and we rented. We kept calling it a cabin, but it wasn't a cabin.
It's a river house.
Yeah, we rented a river house on the White River, and it was a good time. Hey, Ashley at Uncommon Roots Homestead. How's it going, friend? Hello from Jonestead in Mississippi. What's up? Hey, Lynn. I tried kombucha and I love it. That's awesome. I know, just trying it is the most intimidating part. Hello, the homesteading pastor. What's up, Redemption Farm? Wow, there's a lot of y'all. Grass to Gardens, hello. Had to remove a tree off of my house today. Banks Homestead. Oh my gosh, was it because of the wind and the storms, or that's crazy? Hey, Erica, Piper Homestead. Hello from southeastern Colorado. Y'all, I can't see. I'm sorry. What's up, Megan? So we're just going to give you guys a few more minutes to hop on.
Hey, Paul. Hanny. Hey, buddy.
What's up, Paul? Where do you see him at?
Check out that.
I like that. Hello, Jenna from Canada. What's up, you guys? Strong winds yesterday. That is insane. So Nathan and I went and put on our plastic, and we secured it the same way we did our insect nettings. And y'all, I guess I was going crazy. I don't know. Nathan said I woke up in the middle of the night freaking out about my plants. I don't remember any of this. And I wake up and all of our plastic is blown off of all of our brassicas.
We had some crazy limbs also.
Yeah, some of them took a beating. But for the most part, they all survived. Redemption Farm, love your sweater. Thank you. This came from Nature Supply Company. They have the best sweaters. I love them so much.
Heather from upstate New York. Oh my goodness.
Hey, Pamela from Maryland. What's up, Ronald Cash? Those are our sweet friends. I miss you guys. I haven't seen y'all in a while. What's up, fam? Mackenzie, Elena, and Grace. Hey, guys. That's our nieces. We miss you guys. What's up, Betsy? Wow, so a lot of you guys. The Banks Homestead. I just ordered your t-shirt. Looking forward to it. Thank you guys so much. Natalie, you are on it. First of all, my friend Natalie over at Hey It's a Good Life just hit 9,000 subscribers on YouTube today.
Congrats, Natalie.
And she has been working her hiney off, so that deserves some applaud. If you guys don't know her or don't follow her, she is farming and gardening in the suburbs of California, and she's freaking killing it. She is pregnant with her first baby, so y'all go show her some love and congratulations.
Ron said this better be good.
Yeah, it's a little sketchy, Ron. You never know. Piper Homestead, are you guys going to do t-shirts? Natalie just linked our merch. We have t-shirts available right now. You can only pre-order them until Friday. So that was a big part of doing the live, to let you guys know it's kind of hard for us to communicate with you guys on here like we do on our Instagram. But our shirts are only available until Friday. Then they will be taken down. You can click on the link Natalie posted, but it's half a sunflower. My sister actually drew it. So it's half sunflower, half the willow tree. And then in this pretty font, it says Whispering Willow Farm.
Hey, Carol from Kansas.
Thanks, Jeff says he loves the new logo. It turned out way better. There were some of the ones I had these designs in my head, and it was really hard to relay that and visually have it look the way I had envisioned it. But the sunflower one turned out really, really well. So excited about the seed swap. We'll be sending my seeds tomorrow, Sunshine and Serenity. Awesome. I have got a huge box over here, and I've been going to the post office every day. The lady was like, "What do you do? Like, you get packages all the time." And I was like, "Well, not typically. I'm hosting a seed swap." It has been fun going through, seeing all you guys get creative, just being so generous. So many of you guys have sent in, I'm going to say, over 90% of the people who participated have sent in extra seeds, which is so nice because I have a list of people who financially just weren't able to participate or didn't have seeds. And so I'm going to be able to give seeds to everyone who said they wanted to and just wasn't able to. So yay for that. Thank you guys for making that happen. I sent mine today, Sophia. Great. I've been trying to go up there every day, plating up dinner while listening. Brittany, what are you making? We threw together. We were really hungry. Usually we eat after the lives, and we're like, well, let's just whip up something. So since I have an abundance of broccoli, I don't know if y'all saw, I'll have a video up tomorrow about it, but I harvested all of our broccoli today, most of it. There was so much broccoli. It was crazy.
The Banks Homestead, I reached 10 subscribers today. Hey.
That's awesome. Hey, Ashley.
You guys go check out the Banks Homestead and show them some love.
Yeah, that's awesome. Hello, Sandy K from Louisiana. So if you guys have questions, typically we see them, but if y'all have questions, just make sure you put them in all caps. That way we can just grab them, or if you really want it to be answered or something like that. What's up, Highlander?
Broccoli cheese soup. That
cinnamon rolls in the cash house for dinner. Rough day. Y'all could have came over. We just had broccoli, sweet potato, and shrimp. It took like literally less than 10 minutes to make our dinner. Those are like my favorites. Erica, how is your sourdough starter doing? So interested to learn more about that. So my original starter, Gloria, I used Deanna Cat's recipe, and she like does it with actual fruit. So you like grate down the apples to make the whole like yeast thing happen. And I've heard that that's really hard. So it was just not successful. So my friend Sean over at, you can find him on Instagram, Mindful Farmer Arkansas, and their business is Mindful Kitchen, and they do all sorts of ferments. He gave me some of his starter, and it worked immediately. I started using on Instagram, she's called Elaine Foodbod. I don't actually know her legit last name, but she's got this master recipe, and I swear it's foolproof. I mean, I have been making sourdough every week. So I would recommend, if you're intimidated, buy a starter or get a starter from a friend, because that took out a lot of the stress for me.
Yeah, that was a game changer.
Yeah, it was just a game changer. Then I could just focus on tweaking. I made a garlic and rosemary. I'm going to hopefully have a video out to you guys next week showing you guys about that. But I've loved it.
Me too.
I mean, we've been eating way too much bread and butter, but other than that, I've really enjoyed making it. So it's been fun. Lori, hello from Wisconsin. What's up?
Hello, Andy from East Tennessee.
Megan, are you freezing your broccoli? We are. So originally we blanched them and then did them in a cold water bath. We were trying to vacuum seal them, and there was just way too much moisture in there. So it just wasn't sealing correctly. So we just put them in freezer baggies. They're good for about 6 months that way. We eat broccoli a lot. And then my sister-in-law is going to come to town. Ashley, we were just going to give you guys some broccoli and send it home with you guys. So we'll just have enough for us and then give to our family and stuff.
Ron Cash, we've got some coming your way as well.
Oh, I hear little fingers at the door. What? The Banks Home said, how are the kids doing today? Well, funny that you asked that. June keeps finding Sharpies, and I don't know. We put them up everywhere. So she took a Sharpie to our wall in our bedroom, and our sheets. So the sheets, the comforter, everything. We were like, seriously? So we put them all up again. She found these, whatever you put on your whiteboard. She found those this morning. Draws all over her face. We're like, kid, what is wrong with you?
She looks all tatted up.
She does. Yeah, you guys will hear the kids. That's why we were trying to figure out lighting. We know the lighting in here is not good. There is no way we can do a live in our house. Our kids are way too, well, they're just kids, so they're just way too loud.
And we don't have Peyton today, so normally Peyton watches them.
Hello from Southern Illinois. What's up, you guys? Marilyn, I am now providing all the kombucha for my friends and family thanks to your video. They all say that they will never buy store-bought again. That is awesome, and it is true. Store-bought kombucha versus homemade.
No.
All the stuff in the store, it just makes me wonder, like, how long has it been sitting before we get it? Because it just has that, like, tang to it that I personally don't enjoy. The ones I make, it's just much smoother. We don't really like heavy ginger in our drinks either, so I never put the ginger in it. It's like the ones you find in the store always have heavy ginger.
Mm-hmm.
So that's awesome. I'm glad that you took the leap of faith and did it. Redemption Farm, I cannot wait to get into the sourdough again. Your bread looks amazing. Thank you so much. You guys,
It
I was
tastes
so
amazing
proud.
too.
I was so proud. Elizabeth, it has been cold and snowy day here in Ontario, Canada. Delicious sweet potato curry stew with rice for us. Wow, that sounds amazing.
It does sound really good.
Jeff's girl, thank you, Gloria. We've been giving our friend Jeff some. He was like, I'll join tonight if you give me some sourdough. I like how you negotiate. It's funny. Jolynn and N7B and wanting to go broccoli. Should I pick a few varieties specific for spring versus fall? So I have learned that for us, brassicas like that take a while. So when you think about, well, your Brussels sprouts especially, those are like 120 day, but your broccoli takes a while, your cabbage. I don't grow those in the spring because we do not have a long enough spring. It just gets hot too quickly. So
Yeah.
I only grow those types of brassicas in the fall, and they do well into the winter. When did I start my broccoli? Someone was asking me that. I couldn't even remember. September? No. End of August, maybe?
No, I'd say it was September.
September, and I'm harvesting them now. They're huge. Like the heads of broccoli I'm getting are huge, but I don't know. I do, was it Black Magic? I think, or Green Magic. It's Green Magic. I bought the seeds from Johnny's. I don't know. I just don't do brassicas in the spring because I have, same with radishes. I don't typically grow radishes or my root vegetables. I try to get those out in the winter because they taste better.
Okay, I've got to go change a poopy diaper, so I'll be back.
I like how she asked Nathan. We told her, we're like, can you play with June? And she's like, well, when can I come get you? And I was like, well, if June pooped, then you can come get me. So funny. Rose, still have cabbage. Move them indoors before the frost. They are liking the northwest window. That is awesome. The cool thing about cabbage too, I have a ton that need to be harvested. They will last in the refrigerator for months. So down in our mudroom, we've got several deep freezes and a fridge that we really don't occupy the fridge. So all the ones, I plan on making kimchi and sauerkraut, but all the extras that we have, I'm just going to stick them in the fridge and they'll literally last several months, which is really nice. Ryan, any deer meat? Nathan killed a deer a couple weeks ago. I think he has, of course he can share with you guys. Y'all are family. But Nathan, he's going to go hunting again this weekend. That is just something he likes to do. So he will be getting on that. Erica, she is an artist. That is true. It's like with kids, I just laugh because it's like you can't get on to her. Like she doesn't know. Like she's just expressing herself, with markers. So I just try to let it roll. Ron, is it yes, we used yours. Ron. I actually had both of them. So we were tag teaming them. And Nathan was like, you know that this is Ron and Mandy's, right? And I was like, well, yeah, but if I give them broccoli, doesn't it trade off? Gretchen, do you have a freeze dryer? No, we do not. No, we do not. What's up, Jeremy Crowder? How's it going? Grass to Gardens, what is your favorite way to eat a radish? I grew some, but they didn't get very big before our hard frost. I ate some. They had the worst aftertaste. I'm wondering if it was just too small. That's weird. I mean, they have definitely a very distinct taste. We roast most of ours. So just some coconut oil and a cast iron skillet, some fresh garlic. Pretty much all we do. You can like bake them, roast them in the oven. I've been fermenting all of them for Nathan. And I made some more today. He won't let me do anything other than fermenting. I fermented a bunch of kohlrabi. What's your favorite way to eat a radish?
Ooh, I love them raw, but we've gotten into fermented foods, and I absolutely love them. They're good for you. So I asked her to make me a bunch of fermented foods I'm gonna try to eat every day and get my gut health in check. So
Redemption Farm. It's time for me to get into some kombucha. Get it, girl. Yes. So the Banks Homestead says when you roast your radishes, it mellows them out. I used to not like radish at all. As a matter of fact, I used to not like beets or anything, and I've learned that when you cook them the right way, it really does make a huge difference.
Yep.
I am in 6B and wondered if it's too late to plant my garlic. Absolutely not. I've planted garlic as late as January before.
We've still got garlic to plant. We haven't.
Yeah, I haven't planted my garlic yet. It's not something that I really worry about because garlic is so flexible. So I think that you are probably just fine.
Oh, by the way,
we are so behind. Sorry.
By the way, Ivy was drinking glue. She had Elmer's glue dried all over her face.
Barb, I have a 3-foot tall raised bed. Do you think potatoes would be happy in there? Yeah, just mulch them.
Make sure it's loose soil.
Never dull with littles. That is so true. Absolutely true. Hello, Renee from Texas. Man, sorry, you guys. I'm trying to get caught up. Andy Fritz, any tips for easing into fermenting? I'm clueless. I can tell you, Andy, it is like if you've ever canned, you got this. It
seems to be easier.
Easier. So for my radishes, I literally put like a tablespoon of kosher salt in some water on the stove. You don't even let it boil, just let it dissolve. Chop up your radishes, whatever it is that you're wanting to ferment. Some dill, some spices, some garlic, pour it over, stick it on the counter for a few days. You do have to have fermenting lids. It's literally, I hate to say it's foolproof, but it seriously is foolproof. I mean, I left it and I forgot about it. And we came home from Thanksgiving. Nathan's like, are these ready? And I was like, oh, well, they've been ready. And I forgot.
And they were amazing.
And he thought they were great. The kids have been eating them.
I ate an entire quart jar in, 2 days?
Yes.
I finished, 3 days.
Mm-hmm. I used Deanna Cat at Homestead and Chills. I used her recipe for the fermented radishes. I'm using my friend Melanie's from Mindful Kitchen. I'm going to do her kohlrabi and kimchi recipe. So I don't know that one. Kimchi will be a bit more involved, I'm sure. Wanda T. Jill just wanted to check to see if you got the seeds that I sent in you for. I'm sure I did. I have an entire box. I'd have to check back in my spreadsheet, but I have a huge thing from the post office today that I haven't gone through yet. So I'm sure I have it.
What's going on, Jeremy? Whole other level outdoors.
Hey, Cindy.
Hope you killed you a deer today, buddy.
Rose, do you grow any hydroponic bok choy? We've never dabbled in hydroponic.
Maybe in the future.
I am just a huge proponent for growing in the ground. You know, even like we do raised beds, but I just really like growing in the ground. You know what I mean? Because I think it shows people that if you mulch your ground and you tend to your soil appropriately, it's much more versatile to the people that you're trying to reach. You guys, I see a super chat and I don't even know how to I don't see it. Did someone ask a question? Somebody maybe help me out with that. Oh, Krista. Oh, you just said because you love our channel. Oh, thank you so much. That was so sweet.
Thank you, Krista.
I'm like so behind all these. I love it. Glue for a bedtime snack. Y'all, I can't make this stuff up. Dale, please tell me I can watch this tomorrow. I have to sign up to my Bible study. Love you guys. Thank you, Dale. Yes, you will be able to catch it tomorrow. Simply Stacy, I have an Ivy June as well. She's the definition of girl. I told Nathan we were cooking dinner and she takes our dish soap out and she's trying to decorate her baby doll. And I was like, she's like a Sour Patch Kid. Like, she is so sweet and she goes sour just like that. And I'm like, June, she threw Charlie's scissors in the fire today. Charlie was doing schoolwork and she wanted Charlie's scissors and Charlie's like, June, you can't have that. She took them and threw them in the fire. I had to swat her on that one. I was like, that is not okay. You just burned plastic. Oh, gosh. Sandy K, how long and far away should I leave Mars Hydro Light on seedlings? How far do you think that is from Mars?
I'd say because that thing gets hot.
It does. We like raise ours because it has where you're able to like adjust it as they get bigger. I raise them.
I would say I wouldn't put them any closer than 4 to 6 inches
Mm-hmm.
to
And then
start
if you
with.
notice that they're drying out, I would just turn the light down.
Yeah. That's the good thing about that Mars Hydro. There's so many options.
Erica, how did you two meet? My now sister-in-law introduced us. We met at church. Her and I were really good friends. Her husband's Nathan's brother. So we just met that way.
She liked older guys.
What type of editing software do you use? The Banks Homestead, we use Filmora, Filmora 9. For me, it took me a minute to get used to it. You know, I watched a lot of YouTube videos. I asked my friend Natalie a lot, but we really like it because we don't have an Apple computer or anything like that. When I first started YouTube, I was filming, shooting on my phone, so I would just use iMovie on my phone. And if you're starting out, that it worked. Redemption Farm, I love no-till gardening. Yes, that is something that we definitely are trying to incorporate more and do more of.
Yep.
Oh, Jeremy said he saw 3 but decided not to take one today. Well, if you ever decide you need to take one, we will take your deer.
Absolutely. I'm trying to get 3 this year, and I've only got 1, so I'm behind.
Candace, Jill, I ordered the T5 lights that you recommended. They only allow 1 step per person. Really? Because that was not the case when I bought it.
Yeah, that's weird.
I wonder if that's like a thing right now.
A thing?
Well, you know, I'm trying to be nice. Just, I wonder if that's because of COVID.
Everything's because of COVID.
True. That is weird though, because when I ordered mine, I ordered several boxes. We ordered enough for the greenhouse, and then we had extra just in case some of them didn't work.
Hey, Miss Ford from New South Wales. Wow.
Wow, that's awesome. Redemption Farm, where did you get your netting for your broccoli? We got it from Amazon. It's in our Amazon storefront. Did you put it in the storefront? How much was it?
It was cheap.
It was cheap, and it's really good. Like, we will be able to, it was way thicker than I thought.
We'll be able to use it for several years. To be honest with you, that's what we've got to do in the next week is just dry it out so I can roll it up and store it.
Do your lights dangerously heat up, Betsy? No.
The Mars Hydro will get hot.
We just don't keep it up that high.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's in here right off the house, like, I come and tend to these plants a lot more than the ones out in the greenhouse. So in the greenhouse outside, we just have the T5 integrated and they do not get hot. I have to put seedling heat mats down.
Plus this room right here, this is her herb plant room is not heated and cooled. So it's actually really chilly out here right now.
Jeff Scarborough, what other type of accounts do you follow? Well, Nathan's probably the best one to answer this. I follow like Natalie, Hey It's a Good Life, Jessamiah, The Roads, Josh Satin. I'm a huge friend, like, not a personal friend. I wish I was his personal friend, but I really like Josh Satin. Nathan's the one that spends more time like sourcing out other accounts and giving them love.
I like to. I mean, I follow all those same ones as well. But you know, we've been blessed by people helping us grow. And so I love it when I find a new account, maybe somebody that's just started, and I like to show them some love, you know. I mean,
that fire and dance people. Yeah,
there's this couple that I've just fell in love with. They just moved from Austin, Texas to Hawaii, matter of fact. And he cooks some of the most amazing things. He ferments all these foods. His Instagram is Fire Dance Pizza, and his wife is Culinary Kind. I absolutely look forward to their post every day because he's making something cool every day. And now he's got all these tropical fruits in his backyard and just really cool stuff. Look forward to a lot of those. But I've got a couple on YouTube. I've got my buddy Jeremy, Whole Other Level Outdoors. He's on here today talking about an inspirational man. I could listen to him every day.
Jeremy, I come into the living room every morning with my cup of coffee, and he is listening to you faithfully every morning. You preach to him, man. You keep it up.
I'm telling you, he's good stuff. If you guys love just outdoors and just good, cold, honest truth, check out Whole Other Level Outdoors.
Sandy K, how long do you leave Mars Hydro's lights on per day? So the cool thing about Mars Hydro is they come with a timer, and Nathan sets it just to where it mimics the sun. When does it shut off every day?
I need to change it
Yeah.
now that times changed. But it was shutting off every night at 7 p.m.
And it would come on every morning at
like 6:30 a.m.
So, yeah. But I would just try to mimic whatever your hours would be. How is the construction of the brew room? Ron, it is still the same.
Ron, I need you to come over and help me, buddy.
We just had a guy come yesterday, y'all. Y'all know we bought a fixer-upper, a really overwhelming fixer-upper. I'm so thankful for this house, and I'm also like, Lord, what are you trying to teach me? So he came. We're supposed to get a quote on our bathroom. Y'all, our bathroom. My mama Jean. Y'all remember, I don't know, well, my grandma, when I went into her house, she had those big bulb lights, and then the outlet you plug into the top. That's what our bathroom is.
It's pretty bad. Pretty bad.
And as soon as we bought this house, I was like, oh, I didn't came to my mama Jeans. Oh, it's so funny. Hello from Kentucky. I love your mugs. Thank you so much. Where did I just see that? Oh, Ashley just posted. Most of ours come from Old Dog Pottery. They just made these tumblers, y'all. It was so funny. We go up there, and I had to buy these because they were new, and their prices are ridiculous as far as, like, good. I mean, this was an $18 mug, and if you know pottery, you know that's really cheap. So I called Jessica, and she's supposed to go the next day, and she's like, well, just in case someone goes out there before me, will you go ahead and buy me this, and this? And we were like, we have a problem. Oh, it's so funny. Hey, Belinda from Southern California, do you have trouble with cabbage aphids? How do you control them? We have in the years past, since we did the insect netting, we had grasshoppers earlier in the season before we got like our netting really secured. But ever since then, that completely just fixed our problem. Wouldn't you say? I mean, that insect netting, absolutely. I will not grow brassicas in the fall again without it. Where are you going?
I thought I saw somebody I knew, but I can't see the post now.
Becoming a farm girl, yes to Nathan's jokes. His one-liners make for great YouTube titles. Y'all, I had to text my sister on that one, and I was like, is it okay to put this as a title? And she was like, yes, it's funny. And I was like, okay.
I have to control the one-liners and the dad jokes. I'm holding back.
Ezra, are you still harvesting anything lately? Oh, my goodness, yes. So today I harvested an entire bucket full of radishes and rutabagas. We harvested loads and loads of broccoli, kohlrabi. We've got cabbage to harvest. I'm still getting greens off those cut and come agains. We've still got turnips and beets. Our cauliflower is starting to grow. Our Brussels sprouts are starting to grow. We still have, we have so much food.
Yeah, we've got tons of food.
It is like so encouraging. I went out there today and I'm like, this is so encouraging. We've never grown a winter garden. We dabbled in it in the years past, but like maybe 6 or 7 plants in the entire garden. Every single bed in my garden is completely maxed out. And it's
lots of food.
Yeah, it is
lots of rabbit food.
Yeah, so all the leaves from like the broccoli and stuff were given to our rabbits. It was just such a good feeling. Zone 7B, I think anything to plant now, or should I wait? You can plant garlic now. If you have some sort of like protection, well, you could plant peas now, and they probably wouldn't produce until the spring. But probably just garlic, wouldn't you think? Depending on if you're freezing or not.
Stephanie, you're local, right? You're local to us, I think.
Well, 7B is a lot of different places.
I know, but I think she's local to us.
Are you local to me? Sorry if I don't know that. Destiny, what is your favorite homestead animal that you own? The rabbits. What is yours?
Stephanie's in Bologna.
Oh, well, hello, Stephanie from Bologna.
Neighbor.
Practically, yeah. What's your favorite farm animal that we own?
Right now, the rabbits.
Yeah,
I'm fascinated with the rabbits. I'm determined to get them bred so I can get to eating them. But right now they're my favorite animal.
Shay loves the garden. Do you eat the rabbits or do you have them for other purposes? If you eat them, how do you prepare them? We do. So we have our breeders that we keep. All the other ones, though, are meat rabbits. Nathan has been smoking them.
I like them. I like them smoked, but then I like to finish them on the grill. You know, we smoked them one time and didn't finish them on the grill, and
it's kind of chewy.
They were good. They just didn't have that charcoal grilled taste. You know, they had the smoke flavor, but not the charcoal grilled taste. So that's how I prefer them.
Your your brother. Mackenzie's asking about when she's going to get a bunny. Well, y'all, let's just have a moment of honesty.
We may have one for you.
Where's Dr. Phil? So, our video, Too Plump to Hump video. I swear Nathan talked to our friend Jacob, who we got Taco from. And he said Taco was ready. So we were breeding Taco every day, and we're like, this is ridiculous.
Trying to breed.
Right. So then Lacey, who is Jacob's wife, hope y'all are still following along, she comments and she's like, Taco isn't ready to breed yet. That's why nothing's happening. We're like, what? So then Nathan gets on the phone. Taco's too young, y'all. So we have just given Taco a break. We are trying to breed our other one, the tan one. But hopefully we'll have baby soon, because now when is he actually ready to breed?
Honestly, in the next couple of weeks, I would think, is what I was told.
Right. Correct us if we're wrong.
Jacob or Lacey, if you're on here, please, correct us if we're wrong.
Mackenzie, we have got plenty of bunnies you can choose
Plus, we may be getting our hands on a mini Rex.
Mm-hmm.
And just saying, it needs a home.
Any advice on starting your first channel? I want to next spring. Ezra, I would say do it. Absolutely. I would figure out what your point is. What do you want your channel to be about? Make sure that there's a clearer picture of that, and then figure out a consistent schedule that works for you. I know for us, consistency was really hard. Jess and Maya really pushed us to get a YouTube just because they saw the value in it and they thought it would be really fitting for us. And I remember I did it, and then I would get burnt out, and I didn't have what I thought was the right equipment, and it just got hard, and so I wasn't ever consistent. And then when I was like, okay, I'm going to post 3 times a week. So whether you post once a week, once a month, be consistent in that, and that way your viewers know, okay, every Sunday I'm going to post. For me, my viewers know every Monday, Wednesday, Friday I put out videos. So I would just say figure out your story, what you want to get across in your channel, and then just be consistent.
Jeff said, do you have any rabbit meat to sell in the future? Well, legally, we can't sell it, but I will hook you up.
Have you tried your rabbits braised, like in stew and red wine? So yummy. Oh my gosh, that sounds
We have not done that, but honestly, the first time I had rabbit in a long time was with Cody and Ashley Ferguson, and that's how Cody did it, and it was truly amazing. He did it, and red wine, and I don't know what all they put on it, but it was really, really good.
Erica, how do you feel about your newfound YouTube success, and what are your 2021 goals? One, you guys have been so ridiculous. It's been such a humbling experience. I remember we hit 10K at Jess and Maya's house when we were farm sitting, and literally Nathan's cooking dinner. I'm sitting crisscross applesauce in their kitchen floor, just bawling. And he was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "I'm just so overwhelmed at how nice you people are." I mean, seriously, y'all pour into us, and your comments, Nathan and I read those comments, every single one of them, and they mean a lot. And for me, with all the craziness going on, and it's so easy to get caught up in the negative things, it's so refreshing to see how many people, one, care about gardening and growing their own food, care about a sustainable lifestyle, and care about our relationship with Jesus. If we're not spreading God's love, then what are we doing? And I feel like I have felt more comfortable speaking openly about my faith, because if I may have 5, thumbs down, but if one person is like, "Oh, hey, you reminded me that God is good," then that's worth it. So for me, I feel like I've been overwhelmed that God allowed me to use what I thought was going to be one platform to really just kind of spread his word and his goodness. And that's just been really overwhelming.
Yeah, it's at first I wasn't reading any of the comments. I mean, she's handled everything as far as the social media goes, but just starting to read the comments, and I mean, you guys really are inspirational. Yeah. I mean, I could wake up every morning and look at that. I mean, that gets my day going. Yeah. You guys have been so nice.
You guys have been so nice. Thank you guys so much. Ron, you really have done a lot with your fixer up. We're proud of y'all. Thank you so much. Does rabbit taste like chicken? Actually, yeah.
Somewhat.
It's not what you would think. I would say more yes than no. Is that an answer?
It's a mild, not gamey. It's just a mild meat. I don't know.
My husband has been wanting to get rabbits for years, but I just don't know if I can dispatch them. Do you use the hides? We saved them. We haven't used them.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with them.
We have them hung up on the back fence. No Edgar Farm, y'all deserve it. Thank you guys so much. Y'all are so sweet. Jacob Paget. Taco should be ready to breed sometime in January. He is 2 months younger than Cole, and Cole just had his first litter of kits. So you guys, we will be having babies soon.
There you go. And if you have rabbit questions, there's Jacob Paget. That's who we buy ours from.
Don't you love how we just put that on you, Jacob?
And I do believe he's got some for sale right now. So if we wanted to expand or, you know, just saying.
Destiny, do y'all do any hunting for things like deer, or do you just eat what you grow? Nathan deer hunts.
I love to deer hunt if I can get away, you know.
Yeah.
With everything going on around here, it's tough to get away. In years past, I really haven't been able to get away. I've been 3 times this year, and this weekend is actually the last weekend for Modern Guns, so I'm heading out this weekend.
It's really nice too because he hunts where his parents live, so a lot of times he can take the girls and his mom will hang out with the kiddos while he hunts, and then I'm able to get caught up on things here, which has been really nice. It's been really nice. Stephanie, I love y'all's spirit and how real you are. Thank y'all so much. The Banks Homestead, what video editing software we use? Filmora 9. Paula, Zone 6B, yikes, it's getting down to 21 degrees tonight. First snow was last night. Will my uncovered broccoli still be okay? It's not quite ready to harvest. Girl, I would go throw a sheet.
If you got some extra bed sheets, go throw them over there.
Even just like a trash bag or something, I wouldn't risk it. Like for us, we have a really, really thin layer of just like painter's plastic, and still even that, like the leaves were really wimpy, but the heads were frozen when I got them this morning, but they tasted fine. But if you have anything to just throw over them, I probably would do that just to be on the safe side. Hi from Australia. Hello, Chloe. Ezra Church, Uncommon Roots. I just subscribed. Yes, y'all go subscribe to my friend Ashley. She is so stinking sweet. I have become good friends with her. I did a workshop for her company back in the summer, and we connected that way. And I love how God introduces you to people that you would have never crossed paths with, any, you know, like otherwise. And I told Nathan, I'm like, we are real friends. Like, you know, we follow each other on social media, but she is so sweet. And then I started watching some of her YouTube videos. I was like, Nathan, this girl better than I am. Like, her videos are so good. She's so sweet. She's in Tennessee. Y'all go give her some love. I'm glad y'all subscribed to her. Redemption Farm Rabbit has a very high protein. That's true. We were talking about like meat chickens versus rabbits. And ultimately, that was part of the reason. We spend a lot on our pork. We source our pork through Rabbit Ridge Farms, and it's grass-fed. And just like any local farm selling, you know, beef, chicken, or pork, it's not cheap. And so we have to budget accordingly for that.
Right.
So we were trying to figure out, you know, something that was high in protein, that was not going to cost us a lot, would be easy, you know, to butcher and things like that. And that's kind of how we landed on rabbits.
Become a farm girl, ask if you dispatch the rabbits.
Oh, if I? No.
No.
Y'all, I used to be, when I met Nathan, bless him, I'm glad you still love me. I used to be an avid hunter. I mean, like, I was big into archery. I would hunt all the time. It didn't bother me. Like, obviously, we kept and, like, would eat what we would kill, but, like, it just didn't bother me. And then when I had children, it became much more harder for me to, it became a lot harder on me. He's making fun of my grammar. It became a lot harder on me to take life. And I know God put those animals there for us. I 100% understand that. But it is hard. You know, even when we butcher our rabbits, our chickens, like Nathan will do it. We'll go out there. We will all thank the animal for their life. Like, I just feel like sometimes it gets lost in translation, you know, the sacrifice that was made and what that animal is doing for your family. And so it's just a lot harder on me to do those things now. We do tell our children, like Charlie has always wanted to be involved in that process, and we let her. I don't deny her that. But for me, My heart can't handle it, y'all. It's too hard. Julie Cox, where did you get your radish pin? Y'all, isn't this adorable? So my friend Kim owns Bell Urban Farm in Conway, Arkansas. And she just opened up what was called the Farm Stand, and it is a local grocery store sourced from all Arkansas farmers. So like we sell her our microgreens and stuff like that, but then she also, everything in there is sourced from Arkansas. She's got, jewelry, soaps, ice cream, like everything, you name it. She just designed all these cute fruit and veggie pins. And I was on my Instagram today, and a lot of people were asking me. She doesn't ship, but she is working on getting a website up. She said hopefully next week, and hopefully by our next live, if she has it up, we can insert it. These were only $10, and they're like really good quality. And so, yeah, I was like, girl, you need to get a website up. I'll help you try to sell some of those.
I'm watching you from Nova Scotia.
Wow. Tina Carmichael, never tried rabbit, and it's so expensive in stores. I didn't even, realize you could buy rabbit in the store.
I've seen it before, but not often. Not something I've looked for. But yeah, I'm sure they're not cheap.
Hello, Deb's Enriched Refuge. How's it going? Lavender Crow, you two are such an adorable young family. I love it. I loved it when on your way to your greenhouse the other day, you said this Arkansas color doesn't like the cold. It's true. Nathan gets up every morning and makes me a fire. He is so...
Before I go to work.
Mm-hmm. He does. Okay, Ashley just posted Bell Urban Farm's Instagram. Y'all just go follow her anyway. She is a female farmer. She's a flower farmer raising 2 kids. What she does for our community, it's amazing. Yeah. I want to be like her when I grow up. She is just so connected to the local community and getting good quality food into the hands of local people. It is really, really inspirational. Yeah. Jennifer, I know you're new to rabbits, but any idea on how to keep their nails short? They grow so fast. We've never clipped ours. Is that bad?
Yeah, we've never clipped ours. I didn't know we were supposed to. We're novice rabbit growers, obviously. Yeah. Jacob Padgett, if you're still on here, maybe you can answer that question.
Yes, Cindy, I agree. She said, I think taking a life, even if it's to feed your family, should be hard and have an emotional toll. I completely agree. I think somewhere along the lines we miss that, Yeah. And I don't know. Yeah, it's hard for me sometimes.
Ron Cash, love you, buddy. Talk to you later.
Bye, Ron. Okay, Lynn says I would clip my rabbit's nails with dog clippers.
I'm not gonna lie. Every time I pick those rabbits up, they scratch the fire out of me.
Well, maybe that's what we need to do.
Maybe so.
Someone says, Cindy, do you do any sprouts for consumption? If so, what? Yes, I've taken a break on microgreens just because of time. I'm going to show them that dead tray.
Well, these are some dead ones that...
These are dead. We do... So here are some. These are Mums sprouting seeds. Mums is a good brand. They're kind of expensive. A friend gave me all of these. Haas Tools has like bulk bags you can buy. We do a lot of radish. I'll do like spicy mixes or green mix. Haas Tools has just like a greens lettuce mix, and it's like 3 or 4 different greens. But I'll usually do like a purple kohlrabi, a cabbage with maybe something milder.
Pea shoot sunflowers.
Yeah, pea shoot sunflowers. Those are really mild. If you want to go spicy, like an arugula or radish, a turnip. You can do broccoli, you can do cabbage, you can do nasturtium shoots.
That'd be expensive.
It would be expensive. But yes, there's honestly like nothing off limits when it comes. As long as you have the right setup with like lights and heat mats and stuff, or if you're doing it in your house, it would be fine. I know Ashley at Uncommon Roots, I don't know if she's still on here, but she got these little things where she's just growing them on her counter in her kitchen. I thought that was pretty cool. Little Woman Preppers. Hi, my first time seeing you live. Well, congrats. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out.
Teresa Freeman. Jill, how many people joined the swap? I have 294 people.
Is that the final total?
That's what I have right now. Mm-hmm. Now, I need to go through because a lot of those I put in there, and they were like ones for just donating seeds to. So, like, maybe less than that, but around like 290.
Wow. And all I know is I'm sitting here looking at boxes and boxes of envelopes and seeds.
Aw, Amber, watching you guys be, where'd that go? Where did they go? She said something about watching you guys be true to yourself and God, or I saw that comment. I was going to comment, and then it went away.
Ezra Church, thank you for logging in. We'll see you soon.
Oh, so Jacob said we use cat toenail clippers for our rabbits. I'm sure you guys can get those at Walmart, at pet store. Cindy, I'm only sprouting alfalfa and want to branch out. I would. I quit growing alfalfa because I had the hardest time with it, and it just didn't have the flavor that I try to get stuff with different textures too. You know, like your sunflower shoots are bigger and then your radishes are really small, and I just think that complements each other. Betsy, how do I amend my soil for next summer? So I would recommend doing some sort of soil test, like a pH kit or something, to know exactly what your soil needs. We amended ours with Feather Mill, and it was a game changer.
It did real well.
Like, it did so well. I've been having so many people ask me, and that's all I did. I've made rabbit compost tea, and I haven't even put that.
We haven't needed it.
Mm-mm.
We may, depending on how it smells, we may use that for some of the house plants. Our house is a jungle right now, so not only does she grow stuff outside, but we have a jungle in our home as well. So
you can use blood meal, bone meal. Just, you can just put like grass clippings and leaves, and I mean, there's all sorts of stuff. Well, if you were going to amend them now, but for the summer, I would definitely just do a base test and see where you're at. That way you know what to add. If you're high in nitrogen, you don't want to add something that also is high in nitrogen. Good
night, Miss Cindy K, and good night, Miss Renee. Thank you guys for tuning in and putting up with us.
that is really the thing. Ashley said you can buy them on Amazon. I just searched sprout lids. Thank you.
Jeremy said I didn't have to clip the
good night, Renee.
Rabbits, so I'm probably not going to mess with that.
Old lady, so the seed swap thing, did you end up with a ton of the same seeds? I did. There was a lot. Like right now, I know a lot of people were saying they couldn't find Kajari melons, and I ended up with a lot of Kajari melons, which is great. What we're doing, so my sister-in-law is coming up here the weekend that it closes, and Jessica's going to come over, because if you sent in something, we're not going to send you back with the same seed, which is going to take a lot of organizing when you think of making sure, all 300 people don't get any type of variety. A lot of people send in things. So I have bought a lot of seeds to be able to donate and kind of add that diversity. Jessica's donating a lot of her seeds. So although they were good seeds, like the swaps I've joined in the past, it was like a bunch of kale and just, I feel like the things I got a lot of were like kohlrabi, which is a really good seed, valued at a good price. Kajari melons. There's a lot of different like pumpkin varieties and pepper varieties I've never heard of before. So I think it is a good variety. And if we end up having extra, I'm just going to dig through some of my collection and make sure that we can throw in different varieties that people didn't get.
I just saw somebody from Cabot, Arkansas. Where'd that go?
Tasting room?
Yeah. What was that?
Oh, I don't want to butcher that name.
Is it Squisito Tasting Room?
Hi.
Did I pronounce that right?
I'm Jen from Cabot, Arkansas. First time seeing y'all. Love your channel. Thank you so much. What? Yeah, so like tasting room for what?
Yeah.
Cabot's not that far from us. Hey guys, what's up, Donna? Can you give us an update on your compost tea? It is ready. Right now it's just being stored because I don't need it. I really had this vision of like walking you guys through compost tea. So that's why I made it. Like Nathan said, we'll probably put it on some of the house plants. But right now we just got it stored. I strained it and just stored it in a spray bottle, like a big sprayer.
Hey, Kip Russell, thank you for being a loyal follower. I know I've seen some of his comments on some of your videos. So
yes, Andy, y'all inspire me so much. Watching your joy makes me want to go all in with my dreams of homesteading. Absolutely. I was I don't want to say I was taught, but I was never encouraged to dream big. And I want to encourage you to dream big because God has fulfilled so many dreams for us that I never thought possible. And I know, like, we serve a limitless God. So why would I put limits on that? you know, and some of them he may close that door and he may say, no, this isn't right for you, and that's fine. But I encourage you, if you want to start a garden, if you want, whatever it may be, it may not even be gardening related at all. Dream big and ask God for those things, because he really does care about the desires of your heart. And I believe that if it lines up with what he has for you, then he will fulfill
Absolutely.
those.
Definitely taught me some things in the last 5 years.
Melissa, do you use the rabbit hide? We have not. Hello from Guy. Hey, Virginia comes. Oh, olive oil and balsamic vinegar. I feel like Jessica just went there. Did she get popcorn from you and all sorts of stuff? Because I was telling my sister about that. I think so. Okay, we will.
I wasn't in on that conversation.
Well, because she had. So my sister said, "Are you by Brick Oven?" Because yeah, Jessica went there saying that I think this was her, and she was getting a bunch of Christmas gifts. And I was talking to my sister, and I was like, "Hey, have you ever been there?"
Nope.
Homesteading, was that the Homesteading Pastor? Oh, Homesteading Paradise. Do you think you will do another seed swap in the future? I'm going to be honest with you guys, because I feel like if y'all have joined our live, you are close to us, and it is a judgment-free zone. The swap has been stressful, but I told Nathan, because I don't enjoy sitting behind a computer and dialing in things into an Excel spreadsheet for hours and hours. But then seeing the seeds come in, almost every single person has handwritten me a thank you card and has been so nice and so generous that I told Nathan, this right here outweighs any of the stress I had in the beginning. So at first I was like, no, I'm not doing this again. Like, this has just been really stressful. People just not understanding how the swap works, and me like repeating myself over and over again. And then Nathan, after we talked about it, I'm like, this has brought so many people joy. This has brought me so much joy that I feel like I would do it again.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would tweak things. A lot of people told me that I've made it harder on myself with like manually entering everyone's name and address. So I'm sure if I could figure out like how to make that first part easier, it would be better.
We are trying to be as organized as possible to make sure that if you send in certain varieties, that you're not going to get those back, or you're not going to get somebody you're not going to get the same thing. We want everybody to get something different, and so being organized as much as possible, I think, is the only way we know how to make that happen.
Yeah.
So
Debbie C, hey from Florida, hope to one day have a homestead. Right now I'm just gardening in containers. There is nothing wrong with that at all. You know, Natalie, I think, is a great representation of that. She literally, like, we joke about it, she's like gardening in a concrete jungle in California, but she's got the Greenstalk, she's got her grow bag, she obviously has beds that she built. But I feel like you can do a lot there. And something that I always try to encourage people to do, you may not have a huge garden right now, but you're able to really learn and hone in a small thing. And sometimes I think that is a bigger blessing than if you were to have all the space, because then maybe you'll get overwhelmed and maybe you don't know what to do. So that's something that I've always recommended.
what was that question?
Which question?
That you were just answering.
Oh, she said, hope to one day have a homestead, currently have a garden in containers.
Hey, I think container gardening is really cool.
It is.
Speaking of, I follow another lady on Instagram, and I believe she started the YouTube, not sure. But her page is called I Can Grow in That. She grows in some of the...
Is that what you tagged me into, or you shared today?
Yes.
Yeah,
she grows in some of the coolest things. I'm like pallets to tires to, kiddie pools to all these just random things that I never would have thought. I mean...
Working with what you have.
And she grows some really, really cool stuff.
Hey, Kimberly, I am so excited. I was gifted a chicken coop today, and I get to pick it up tomorrow. That is so awesome. Our very first chicken coop came gifted from a friend from church.
Sure did.
So that's awesome.
Squisito tasty.
Whoa, Cindy, I'm hoping to harvest my first dragon fruit this spring. That is awesome. That's so cool.
Never grown those.
No Acre Farm, funny question. What garden meal have y'all made that you just feel like, no, honey, not making this again?
I cook most of the time, so I'm anxious to hear this one.
Oh, well, I don't think there's any. So the first time I made beets, the first few times we made beets, we were like, and I kept wanting to try it because I knew I could like it. But then the last time I made them, he thought that they were actually good. But that was one of the things, like, we've cooked beets several times, and it's just not been good. Okay, so the tasting room said, yes, Jessica came by and it was so fun showing her around. I was a bit starstruck. She probably thinks I'm crazy. Yeah, we need to come visit you guys. Yes, Erica, we do need to automate that. Mm-hmm. Wow, I am so behind on all of these. I'm sorry. I grow in protein tubs. They are self-wicking style from Gardening with Leon. That is really cool.
I follow Gardening with Leon.
Hey, Brittany. Thanks for being here. Is there anything that y'all grow that one of you will not eat?
I eat everything. Is there anything?
No.
There's nothing that she grows. I eat the edible flowers. I eat everything.
I don't love turnips. I know, and this is how Nathan is. If you don't like something, he's gonna make you keep trying it until you do like it. So like with mushrooms, the first 3 years of our marriage, anytime he would make mushrooms, he would put them on my plate, and I'm like, babe, I am 25 years old. I do not like mushrooms. Here I am, 28 years old. Now I finally like mushrooms. Partially, I think, just to like
because I forced her.
Because he forced me to. But turnips are the one thing that I grow and I don't necessarily love. Everything else I have learned through the years when I was changing my diet, because I used to eat drastically different than I do now. I just learned to eat things I didn't like because I knew they were good for me. And now once you eat something for so long, it does taste good and your taste buds change. But I would say at the beginning, there's probably a lot I didn't like.
Andy said, my husband is so picky. He won't eat any veggies, and it's so frustrating.
We had not to compare your husband to our children, but our children did that for a while, and we would just keep encouraging them. Charlie especially was really picky, but she also wanted to be a chef, and so that was a really good okay, well, chefs try new food, and then letting her help cook it. So like tonight, Nathan gave her broccoli, and we were expecting her just to take a little bite. He was like, "Mom grew this," and in her eyes lit up, "You grew this?" And so she sticks the whole thing in her mouth. And she's like, "Mom, this is so good. Thanks for growing this." And we were like, "We are so proud of you." So we've definitely had to walk through that as well. I tell him he has the palate of a child all the time. That's funny. All right, you guys, we have got Charlie knocking on the door.
She's like, "Are you guys finished yet?"
Are you guys finished yet? I know. She's on June duty. I mean, I kind of feel we owe her $5. Here, you can come out here and tell everybody about
Come say hi.
She put glue all over her face, so I had to peel it off.
Okay, we'll let you guys say hi to the kiddos real quick.
Yeah. Abby June wants her.
Oh my gosh.
Wants her screen time. So
she has glue everywhere, June. That's not okay.
I told you she put glue everywhere.
Blow them kisses. Go. Mwah.
Can you say hi to your friends? Say hey. Oh, they can't see your wave. Well, thank you guys so much. I actually just posted our t-shirts. If you want to get those, like I said, they'll only be available until Friday. Thank you guys to those of you who have ordered them already. We really do appreciate that. But thank y'all so much for hanging out with us. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye, guys.
Say bye.
Bye.
Bye.